Right, what's happening? I've decided to mix up this training vlog and do a question and answer at the end of it, just to mix things up. I asked on Instagram for questions and on Snapchat, so I'll mix them up and try and answer as many as I can. So I started freestyle in September 2008, but it might have been like July, August 2008. I can't exactly remember, but like around the summer of 2008. To be honest, I never really structure my trainings. I never have done. I prefer to like just train how I feel on the day, and like literally I won't know what I'm going to do until like I'm in my training spot, and then yeah, I'll just see like how my legs are feeling, and then if my legs are feeling like pretty energized, then I'll probably do lowers. Or like some days I just get a real like urge just to train uppers and stuff, so like it just really depends on the day. But before a competition I tend to structure them a wee bit more. So like 2 weeks before this Red Bull competition, I'm going to be training like strictly just sets, well, lowers and sets. So like it'll be pretty structured. But even having said that, like I hate to have a training where like I have exactly what I want set out, because I think that sort of takes the fun away from it. Am I going to pull backstage? Well, like I haven't even seen the backstage, so hard to tell if I'm going to pull. Like, could be a nightmare for pulling, you know. So yeah, me and Calvin were like talking on FaceTime the other day, and like I don't know why I'm saying this. On my website, I sort of exaggerated what Martin O'Neill said to me when he met me. He said something like, "You have really good skills," or like, "That was a great performance," and I like exaggerated it on my website, being like, "Jamie is absolutely phenomenal," like that. But yeah, he didn't actually say that, but it was along the same lines. So like, I'm not gonna write a word perfect, like. And then yeah, I met Carl Frampton. I performed in front of him at the Northern Ireland Sports Awards in 2015, and then talked to him for a bit there, and then I met him in Heathrow Airport when he was on the way to California and I was on the way to Beijing. And yeah, I think I exaggerated what he said too, like, but it's all jokes, like. Didn't vote, so can't really voice my opinion, but like, is Brexit going to affect the freestyle football market? Probably not. So from a selfish point of view, I don't really care, like, but obviously it is pretty grim. I say if you're a beginner, my best bit of advice for lowers is to be patient and don't get too ahead of yourself, and like, yeah, just focus on the basics, just like, because it's difficult when you're a beginner and you look at the guys at the very top. All you want to do is just skip out everything and like get to that level, and like you get frustrated because you can't get to that level. But I'd say my main bit of advice would be like, just try and make each training session slightly better than your last. So like, try and beat your like around the world record by like 1 each training session, and then over the space of like a year you'll notice like significant improvements. And then also don't neglect your weak foot. Like I neglected my weak foot for about 6 years, and I'm sort of paying the price. Like I've sort of got it up to a decent level in terms of like basics, but it's still like really poor, and that's because I neglected it. I think like I started busking in 2010, and the last time I busked was like November 2015, so that's like a solid 5 years of busking. And like, honestly, I owe like everything to busking. Like like one of my like strongest parts of my freestyle is my consistency, but like my consistency at like quite difficult tricks, especially when performing, and that all is down to busking. And like, because you have to remember, like busking, especially at the start, it's literally you like turning up in shorts and t-shirt to like a busy street where you know so many people, and like it just trains you to like not be nervous. And like it's got to the point now where like when I perform to a big crowd, like the bigger the crowd, the less nervous I am, purely because when you're busking, all you want is a big crowd, because like if no one's watching you, you get really nervous and like self-conscious because you realize you're like in shorts and t-shirt in a street doing football tricks and you just feel like a dick. So like you're always wanting a big crowd, so then when a big crowd comes you actually relax and like it just like really chills you out. So now when I perform, like when I've done like Man City halftime and like performed at Wembley halftime, like literally the size of the crowd doesn't bother me whatsoever, and that's all because of busking. And then there's other positives to busking, just like obviously it's good money, but it's good to get your name out as well and sort of get you a bit recognised and stuff. But yeah, I owe a lot to busking. Gonna go with like an edgy choice and say Zegin from Poland. He's always been one of my favourites, just like his style, and yeah, probably say him. I'd say like when I was like 12 or 13, Ronaldinho was up there. Like me and my dad would just watch him. Like I supported like Man United. We both supported Man United and Real Madrid, but like we would specifically just watch Barcelona just to watch Ronaldinho. And then like I would like run out my back garden to try and like copy the tricks he was doing. So probably say Ronaldinho would be up there, and then like I think Michael Phelps. I looked up to him for a while. Like only really one. Like I never ever trained 3 revs, and I know I'm fast enough to do one. I just never train them. But it'll be Shimmo around the world. So for people who don't know freestyle, it's a Shimmo around the world is 2 around the worlds with your right foot, and then 1 with your left, all in one. So you go 2, 1. Considering I've never competed in the world finals of Red Bull, I can't really say I prefer it, but obviously not qualified and stuff. Like I'm really excited. Like I've never been so excited for a competition. So like in a way that, but then Super Bowl is great because it's like an open, and like there's 200 odd people there, like competitors, and like you know everyone. The atmosphere is class. Yeah, but like if Super Bowl went back to Prague, I'd 100% say Super Bowl, because like obviously when you combine like a class freestyle tournament with Prague, it's a win-win. Like, so favorite shoes, put them in the wash yesterday. Like Puma Archive, like low light mesh, solid. I'm quite fussy. The shoes I wear for freestyle have to be white. Don't ask me why, like, just have to be white. I think it's like a mental thing. Then as for ball, it's probably my favourite ever ball is probably the one I'm using now, which is the 2016 Euro ball. Just a sick ball, like quite like the design and stuff. Now I'm doing this full time. At least 2 hours a day, and then sometimes like between 2 to 4 hours a day. Yeah, it just depends on my schedule. If I've got like a lot of performances on, then obviously you can't train that much. But yeah, leading up to this competition, like yeah, 2 to 4 hours a day. So it's a bit of a hard one, like, because like obviously it's my first time competing, but like I am literally against the very best in the world. So like obviously it's hard to say. Like I'm not going to win. Like there's Leicester winning the league, and then there's Leicester winning the Champions League. That would be the equivalent to me winning this competition. Like So like obviously I'm not going in to win it. Even you may say that's a bad attitude, but it is just being realistic. And like it hasn't even crossed my mind winning. So like I'm more aiming just to like train as hard as I can, so I'm in like the best condition for it. And then with that in mind, just make sure I literally like don't be afraid. I'm not going to be afraid to try my hardest stuff. I'm just going to go into it like I've nothing to lose. And then yeah, just put in a really good performance and see what happens. Like I've had a look at the list, and there are people I like to think I can beat and stuff. So like yeah, like training's going well, and yeah, I know like if I'm in good shape for it, then I could have a good chance against quite a few of the guys. So yeah, just wanna do myself proud, like, and yeah, can't wait, like. Right, so that was most of the Instagram questions. So move on to the old Snapchat. So already answered that. September 2008. So Hugh used to be one of my best mates before that question. So like back in school, when I was just starting freestyle, like I used to train freestyle like in my back garden, and volleyball. So like me and a few of my like closest mates from school, we used to play volleyball. Don't ask why. Like I went from playing rugby to playing volleyball, like, and like when it was a break from like drills and stuff in volleyball, I would like practice freestyle, like the very basics, and like they always took the piss that I wore these like rapist shorts. So they're like ridiculously short shorts. That apparently made me look like a rapist. So he just said, whatever happened to your rapist shorts? I don't know, like I actually really like them, so I just think it's because I grew, and then the rapist shorts literally turned into like a pair of Speedos, like, so. I'm a big Ronaldo fan, but like I sort of preferred the way he played when he was at United, like all the dribbling and stuff. Like I don't really get the same excitement watching Ronaldo anymore, but I still love him. I wouldn't even call it frustration. Like if I'm trying a combo, like it may take me a few sessions to get it, but I will get it. And if I haven't got it within a few sessions, it's probably too difficult for that time. And then frustration for tricks, like when I was talking about the 3-rev tricks, like I don't even get frustrated, I just don't practice them, which is bad, but like I don't like waste my energy and like get frustrated for not landing something. I just like push it to the side for a while, like, and go and do a few blind tails. Like when in doubt, when you're stressed out, just do a few blind tails, like, and everything just goes away, like. My first trick in freestyle was when I was about 9, my like primary 6 teacher taught me how to catch an apple on my neck. So that was the first trick I learned. After that, like I learned a few like football skills when I was like around 13, 14 and stuff, but like first proper freestyle trick I'd say was the Around the World, which took me ages. And then last one, I've never ever played football, so like I played a wee bit in my primary school for my primary school, but like I've never played for a team, like a proper football team. And then like the school I went to, the secondary school I went to, you could only play hockey or rugby, and like I did want to play football because back then I did really enjoy football, but like I ended up playing rugby. And then I was actually like a competitive swimmer from the age of like 8 to 16, so didn't really have time to play football. And then, but like I was always in my back garden like practicing football skills and stuff. That's where my like enjoyment for the skill side of football came from. And then found out about freestyle when I was 16 and stopped swimming when I was 16, started freestyle, and 8 years later, still doing it, and it's my job to do football tricks, which is highly fucked up. So that's it. Thanks for the questions. Hopefully this video isn't too long, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this training vlog as well. So the competition's in 2.5 weeks. So like, I think I'll do maybe one more of these videos, maybe two, because like I was thinking when I get to like a week and a half until the competition, like I can't be worrying about bringing a camera out to my training sessions anymore, because like I need to be like 100% concentrated on like the tricks I'm doing, not like how good I look in the camera, like bloody the settings and whatever. Like, and also I live in Poplar, so like having a really expensive camera in a park with my laptop is dodgy, and I'm probably going to get mugged. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you at the next one.